Indestructible Gaming. Select your character. Musketshot. Mr. K. Let the battle begin. Get ready for a battle unknown. 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Indestructible Gaming and more. I am Musketshot. Alongside me is my co-host, Mr. K. Mr. K, hello.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode.
Yeah, and this is a two-part episode. Two games that we're going to be talking about that we both shared from the last episode, which was Gauntlet, Dark Legacy, and Voodoo Vince. So this week's episode is about Gauntlet, Dark Legacy. Game developed by Midway Games, released in the arcade in 2000, PlayStation 2 in 2001, which is what I had it on. And then it was on GameCube, Xbox, Game Boy Advance. And this is the sixth title in the Gauntlet series and is an expansion of the previous title in the Gauntlet series called Gauntlet Legends. So this expansion added 5 new levels and 4 more character classes. So you got your Dwarf, Knight, Sorceress, and Jester were added. So that was pretty cool. So the intro to the game is there's this evil mage, Garm, G-A-R-M, and he uses the power of the runestones to release this great evil upon the land. And the demon that he releases is this demon called Scorn. And Scorn breaks free of Garm's control. It crushes him, imprisoning his soul in the underworld. And like I said in the previous podcast, it's funny because Scorn kind of stomps on him with one hand, killing him, and then stomps on him again a second time, which is kind of funny. So, but crushes him and crushes his soul into the underworld. And then Scorn releases all his minions upon the land and scatters the runestones across the 8 realms, and hopefully never to be used again until this wizard comes and like basically helps you, kind of tells you where to go and stuff like that, and your mission is to sort of gather all these runestones, bring them back, and then save the world type of thing. So you start off in a tower. You've got access to portals in different realms. The runes, it's 12, I think, runestones you need to find, and there's like 11 different levels with a boss at the end of each level. And the levels are pretty fun. There's each level kind of starts with a cutscene of some of the typical type of enemy that you're going to be facing.
Yeah,
but the levels are pretty big.
Yeah, they're decently sized levels with a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to try to find, a lot of treasure chests, other types of gems and stuff that will give you money, gold, that type of stuff, which you can use to buy things after you complete the level. There's all kinds of different either traps or levers that you do to unlock certain things to get to other parts of the level. Typical Gauntlet fashion, you throw things like
Imagine playing the original Gauntlet just a little upgraded.
Yeah, this is much more. It's a above. You're looking down on the character,
top
but
down
almost
kind of.
But you're almost a little bit behind them too.
Yeah, so it's a weird camera angle, but you get used to it. Yeah,
I like the camera angle. I thought it gave you a lot more control of the character. From some games are tough because the camera is so high down. Then you zoom in, you're too close, and then you can zoom back out. This one had a pretty good camera angle, so it's pretty cool. But you do your typical fighting stuff. You get spells you can use, and you find different weapons around the levels that you can use for a short period of time. And then is the you got to destroy the generators to help, to stop the enemies from spawning.
Yeah, I thought the enemies looked really cool in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ones too. Each level kind of has its own type of enemies and stuff like that, and you get some that are really kind of tough, and then some aren't. Of course, you've got to food will restore your health, as in the regular original Gauntlet game. There is a death character, which you want to stay away from. He'll just he kind of like electrifies you.
Oh,
he's kind of like the Emperor in Star Wars. He just zaps you with electric. It zaps your power and stuff like that. But he's somewhat. He can be like sort of. I don't want to say beaten, but he can be sent away if you hit him hit him enough times. He'll like disappear and go away. So unlike in the regular Gauntlet where he would chase you around like the whole place and it's like, oh my god, I can't get rid of this guy. You had to escape down one of the portals to get out of the room. So he can be pushed away. There's a lot of different characters. There's the warrior, Valkyrie, wizard, archer, like I said, a dwarf, knight, sorceress, and jester.
I played as the dwarf.
The dwarf?
Yeah.
And I think I've done the sorceress and the knight probably. I can't remember the last. I mean, it's been a while since I played it, but and they each character has like a beast within, which is an alternate character that they can use and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. And then you can change the color of the characters. There's like 4 different colors you can change them to, and that will sort of make a difference in their character and what you can do with them and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think of like the gameplay and stuff like that? Did you like it?
Well, I liked Gauntlet as is, so it was kind of like playing it again.
Yeah.
They changed a little things here and there.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty fun. I like the soundtrack was pretty good.
Yeah, I like the music in it and the sound effects and stuff like that in the game. I thought they did a pretty good job. The narrator guy's voice is a little annoying at times.
Just a little bit.
I think he's trying to sound like the original Gauntlet, character where it's kind of like wizard needs food badly, and all that stuff. And he's just they kind of use that type of. It's not the same, but I don't know if that's what they were going for, but that's what it seems like to me when I played it back then. But I thought it was a fun game. It's a multiplayer game, so you could play it with up to 4 people. Locally, you couldn't play this online back then. It's too bad. I would love to see it come back out and be on Xbox One.
Yeah, they haven't done anything with Gauntlet for a long time.
No, they really haven't. And I think there's a Gauntlet game on Steam that's been out, but that's about it. I like I said, I would love to see this game come back out. And on Xbox One or something like that. Because I
knows, maybe we can stream on the Xbox so you can play the arcade collection for the 360. You can play, like all the I forgot what it was called, but it was like an arcade collection where you can play like a bunch of arcade games, like a Midway arcade games collection. That's what it's called.
And Gauntlet's on there, right?
Gauntlet's on there. You got Root Beer Tapper. You got
yep.
You got bunch of other games. Joust.
Yep.
Smash TV.
Yeah.
Rampage. All your popular run-of-the-mill Midway games.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we can play that. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Gauntlet was just such a huge game in the arcade back then. It was a quarter eater though. Boy, it was like, you die and it was like you gotta, if you had 2 or 3 other friends playing with you, it's like you didn't want to just jump out and be like, all right, that's it, I'm dead. You put another quarter in it. They'd put another quarter in it. It was like, it was usually, the game ended usually when people started tapping out. I was like, all right, that's enough. I'm tired of this. I'm moving on to a different game. you were like the only one left in there fighting like 1,000 ghosts or skeletons
Pretty
or something
much.
like that, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna just die now.
Yeah, it was so popular that apparently Lego even asked if they could use it in Lego Dimensions.
Oh, really?
Lego Dimensions, however way you pronounce it.
Yeah.
And they had this character called like Lego Midway Kid or something like that.
Huh.
Basically, they had a whole world set up with Midway, and they have like a bunch of games that you could play with Lego forms. And there's Gauntlet in Lego form. It's almost the same exact thing, both Legos.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, this game was, like I said, I played it either as a single player or played it multiplayer with my wife. And my wife and I got pretty far in the game. I don't remember if we didn't finish it, but she finished the game as a single player. She loved this game. And again, another reason why I would love to get it on Xbox, because it'd be an awesome game for her and I to play again. But it was fun because with 8 different characters to choose from, and each one have different abilities and different weapons, I think it just adds a little bit more choices to the game, obviously, and just a little bit more excitement to the game. And the levels were, like we said, the levels were huge. I mean, I rewatched the video of the gameplay a little bit just to kind of refresh my memory, and I forgot how big the levels were when playing this game. So yeah, it's just crazy. I don't know what it would have been like on Game Boy Advance. It must have been weird on Game Boy Advance. That must have been hard.
If you try to bring games that are advanced than the Game Boy, it kind of, you're asking for like some, I don't know. It usually doesn't translate well.
Yeah, it seems like it would have been hard to put this on Game Boy Advance, but I don't know.
Especially with a small screen.
Yeah, because I think because there's so much involved in this game, unless they changed a lot of it for the Game Boy Advance, there's a lot to see and a lot to do, and there's characters all over the place, and there's different things that you have to sort of shoot and unlock or destroy to get to certain other areas, which you want to try to get as much as you can, because there's all kinds of different things to help improve your character or find that you need for your character to advance. One of the good things about this game too was that to build up your character's abilities and strength and stuff like that, you could go back to the different levels, whatever levels you wanted, and replay those levels again, and obviously build up your strength and ability and stuff like that. So that was I always liked that too, because that was like, we don't have, we're having a tough time against this boss, maybe we need to go up a couple levels, and sometimes just by doing that was enough to beat the boss. So you go back to some old levels and build yourself up. So I don't know, I think it's always pretty cool to be able to do that, to go back to certain levels.
That would be pretty cool.
And some levels are just fun to beat up on the characters,
Yeah.
You just like doing that. So, but yeah, it'd be nice to see them do something else again for Xbox One or something like that. But
yeah, that'd be pretty cool of them. But
yeah, so
at least we could still play it. One, yeah.
Right. So anything else you want to add to this one?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah.
It's straight up a Gauntlet game. There's not really much you can say, which is kind of why I understand why there hasn't been really a new one, because I feel like if they changed the way it worked, it wouldn't be Gauntlet.
No, right. Yeah.
So, I mean, I would appreciate like a remaster or maybe like a reboot of some sort.
Right.
Maybe take the original one and, I don't know, upgrade the looks of it maybe. Be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Seeing like the original. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I thought the game was pretty fun. A lot of characters you could choose from, which have different kind of moves and attacks and all that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool for a Gauntlet game, because with the original, you only had 4.
Right.
So they give you a lot of options this time, which is pretty cool of them to do.
Yeah.
So I think out of 10, I have to give it. I'm gonna give it 8. 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for me, I love this game. Again, my wife and I played it a lot, and she loved it. So, would love to see it again. But to me personally, this is probably the best of the Gauntlet games that I've played. I think I had the most fun playing it, and probably the least amount of aggravation, as far as the Gauntlet games, because the original Gauntlet was just overwhelming. It's just
yeah, for sure,
the amount of characters you had to fight and stuff. So
and death.
Yeah. So, but personally for me, I would give this a 9.5 out of 10 because I just absolutely love this game. So,
and for people that don't know, what I mean by death is that they do have the Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
which will instantly kill you in the game.
Yeah,
I wasn't talking about like dying from, I don't know, just from losing health. I was from like the enemy.
Yeah. So yeah, he does a number on you in the original Gauntlet, but this one, he, like I said, you can push him. You kind of can send him away early on in the levels and stuff like that. I think obviously as you get further on, it gets a little bit harder. But yeah. But, all right. So
you gave your number, right?
Yeah, I said gave it 9.5. So
all right.
So next week we're going to take a break. I'm going away on vacation, so we'll have a little bit of a break, and then when we get back, we'll do the podcast. Will be on the second part of this series, which is Mr. K's recommendation for me to play, which was Voodoo Vince Remastered.
Yep, on the Xbox One.
So that'll be the next episode, and then after that we'll be back to playing some newer or other indie games that we haven't played yet, so we'll hit those. So that's all I've got for this week. Mr. K, anything else that you have?
No, I think that's all for me.
Okay.
But all right,
well, we'll see you hopefully you'll be able to listen to us next episode.
Yep.
Thanks everyone,
folks. All right, peace.
Game over.
Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you enjoyed the episode. We're on Facebook and Twitter, and if you go on our website with the same name, you can also find us on all the other kinds of stuff you can listen to us to. Anyways, hope you have a wonderful day, folks. Stay indestructible, and peace.